Hello, welcome back to part 2. And you can see it's all disassembled laying here. We're going to start sanding it, getting ready for paint. We'll get her all sanded, cleaned up, get the bench cleared off, put down some cardboard, and we'll start getting her painted. Once the paint cures, we'll be reassembling it. Then we'll test it out. We'll cook something on it. Well, I got the first coat of the black on, all the black parts, fuel rail, stove top, chimneys. So we'll leave that dry, and we'll put a top coat on, and we'll move on to the other parts of the stove. Now starting to get the main body of the stove and the legs painted out here. First coat's on. I just did a real light coat, that's why you can still see a little through there. Rather not have runs. Camera ain't really showing that blue for all what it is. But I think the black and the blue will go together well and give it that kind of 50s vibe. All right, we'll finish getting her painted and then reassembled once it dries. Well, I got the fuel rail back in place. Next, we'll bolt the top on and get the legs back on this thing. Still got to cut the wick, get the 2 wicks back in place. We're well on our way getting this back together. Well, there's the top back on it. I think before I get too much further, I'm going to cut the wicks, put them in quick while I still have all that excess. Use the old wick to get my length, cut that new wick, and just slides down into that groove around there on both these. So next we'll get the legs back on this thing. Then we're going to set the chimneys in there and put the grates back on top, and we should have this thing back together. Well, everybody, got her all back together, sitting out here on the workbench. I'm gonna leave that paint cure the rest of the way. And that blue, it shows up a different shade on the camera for some reason. But like I say, I kind of went for the retro look, like in the 50s, like you'd have this in your camper or out in your cabin maybe. But we're gonna let this paint cure for a while, and then we're gonna get that and light this thing up, and we're gonna cook something on it. I hope you join us for that video. Hey, thank you everybody, we'll see you again.